Hello guys, how's it going? So today we've got a very juicy pack opening. This is the first edition Samurai starter deck, which has been opened just before the release of Wrath of Clans 2.3. So this is the front of the box, and you've got a little QR code on the back. Pretty basic design, but that's pretty much all I'm going for. The game is designed to be quite easy to understand and very quick to play, so kind of fits the theme right there. You can always click, if you click on that, scan that, and it'll take you to the YouTube channel, so you can get a few more rules and stuff. So we're just going to open up. I'm going to show you what you get inside the starter pack. Obviously, all these cards come from 2.3, so you guys are going to get a look at a good handful of cards. What will be coming in the new update? Obviously, there'll be more cards coming in the booster packs. And before we do get into it, I do want to try and get some tournaments done, but at the moment I've got quite a lot going on in real life, so if there's anyone who wants to try and maybe play a few games to become like judges and stuff, if there's anybody who wants to host a couple of tournaments on Untap or something like that, just hit me up and we can see what we can do. So we're going to open the packs now. This quick bit of information about the deck. There's your 2.3 and the back is just your standard back. So yeah, we're just going to go through this. We've got a handful, I don't think it tells you on here, but it does come with some guaranteed rares. Obviously the deck is pre-constructed, so you only really need to buy one of these decks, or two if you want somebody to play with the exact same deck. So we've got a Village Protector. This is a defensive common unit. It only costs 1, and it's got 3 defense, so yeah, it is a defensive unit, a pretty basic, pretty common one at that. And then another defensive unit. This one costs a bit more. You don't get as much cost to health ratio, but it's got a little thing that says here, for every enemy assault unit your opponent has in play, this unit gains 1 health, so it can actually increase up to a maximum of 7 health. Depends how aggressive your opponents are playing. Now this is quite unique. It's another common. It's free to play. It's a 1/1. However, it says when this unit counter-attacks, it gets 1 attack for the battle phase. So you know, for a free-play unit, it can become 2/1 if you're good enough. So a very good card for a common. Definitely see some play in some high-tier decks, I reckon. So yeah, there's that. Then you've got another common assault unit, which is a 1 cost. It's a 1/3, and again, when it counter-attacks, it becomes 2/3. So that is a lot of the Samurai decks run off this style of ability. And if you don't know what counter-attacking is, it basically, this looks like on here, whenever something attacks it, if it misses or this doesn't deal enough damage to kill this unit off, then you will roll a die. As long as you roll 2 or more, this unit will deal damage back to the aggressor. So that's the kind of theme we were going for with the Samurai archetype. We've got an action card. Until the end of the turn, whenever one of your units damage the enemy core, you may draw a card. Now I did pull one of these in the booster packs, and I did mention in the booster opening, if you had 3 units out, assault units, and you played this card, if you were lucky enough to hit the enemy core 3 times with those 3 units, then you get to draw 3 cards. So it's not too bad of a little action card. A slightly heavier defensive unit. Whenever any of your units counter-attack, this unit gains a permanent 1 health until it leaves play. So it can become the maximum health you can get in a game on a card is 10. So whenever any of your units counter-attack, this gets more beefier and beefier with every defensive, and it doesn't even need to successfully counter-attack either. It's just if they counter-attack, so that's good. Honoured Samurai 3/3/3. When this unit is attacked, it gains 1 health for battle. When this unit counter-attacks, it gains 1 attack for the battle. So it's quite flexible, this one. It can become 4/3 or 3/4 depending on how the game's playing. Flying Shuriken. Deal 3 damage to any enemy unit in play. If you have a Samurai, deal 4, or a Ninja card, deal 4 damage instead. So for a 2 cost, 4 damage isn't actually that bad. Delicate Strike. Your unit in battle gains 1 attack for the turn. If that unit is a Samurai, it gains an extra 1 attack. If that unit is a Samurai and it kills an enemy this turn, you draw a card. We do have quite a nice little bit of card draw in this deck as well. Field Cook. This is a reinforced unit, so it sits in between the defensive and the assault. It's a 1 play, doesn't attack, can't counter-attack, and it's got 2 health. The reinforced assault unit gains 2 health for as long as this unit's in play. So that will basically support your assault unit. Another Village Protector. trained samurai, when it counter-attacks, it gains 1 attack for the battle, so it can become 3/2. We've had that one before, Trainee Spearman. This is one of our rare cards. So Extravagant Samurai, it's a free cost and you get 4/4, so it's over average. When this unit counter-attacks, all your assault units gain a permanent 1 attack until they leave play. So again, this unit doesn't necessarily have to hit with its counter-attack, it's just as long as it does counter-attack. And then all your other assaults just gain a permanent 1 attack, so something your opponent definitely will need to deal with to start with. Well, as soon as they see it in play. Another Shrine Defender, Honoured Samurai again, another Shuriken, another Delicate Strike. Outland Samurai, 4/4/5. When it counter-attacks, it gains 1 attack for the battle, so it's 4 cost, it can become 5/5, slightly higher than average. Wooden Barricades again, gets bigger for every assault unit the opponent has in play. Trained Samurai, another Bushy Warrior. Perfect Counter, this is one of our rare battle cards. So this is really unique for the deck, definitely fits the theme. So if your opponent attacks you, you can throw a battle card in before they roll a die. Your opponent's attack does nothing. Your unit, which was the target, can counter-attack if able to do so. So it's in the name, Perfect Counter. You negate the enemy attacking units, and then you can just counter-attack, and that will obviously trigger half the cards in this deck, which is really good. Another rare card, Suki, the Emperor's Consort. So it's a 2 cost, 3/3. When this unit counter-attacks, set its base attack and health to 5 for the rest of the turn. So the second this unit gets hit and she survives, she becomes 5/5, which when she does finally retaliate, she will be hitting for 5 damage on a 2 cost, so that's really good. Honoured Samurai, Flying Shuriken. Here's the core for the deck, and we'll come to that in a minute. Field Cook and Outland Samurai. So the core for the deck, obviously the stats in play. When it takes 10 damage you lose. So once you have killed 5 enemies via counter-attack, you can use this activation once per turn. And once you've done so, you can activate it on your main phase to destroy an enemy unit currently in play. So it's a very powerful ability for something which you're going to be doing a lot in the deck with anyway, as long as your opponent either misses or they don't deal enough damage to your units. And the second your units start counter-attacking, that will charge the core. Once it's fully charged, you can use this ability to kill any unit in play, which that can be one of their pesky defenders, or if they've got a royalty rare in play or something like that. This core will just annihilate them straight out, so very powerful core. Anyway, that is the deck. Hopefully we'll get to see some gameplay at some point with this deck. But yeah, be sure to let me know what you think. It's been in the pipeline for a long time now, the Samurai, so hopefully we're going to get this released sometime very soon. And again, as with what I said at the start of the video, if you're interested in maybe becoming, if you want to start hosting some tournaments of your own for Wrath of Course 2, and you just want to touch up on the rules, or you want me to show you how to play, then be sure to leave a comment down below, because that'd be pretty interesting, pretty cool to see some games played online as well. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later.